in a gas field.
The Bentley blockade came after years of people lobbying their MPs, writing letters, marching in the streets, attending public meetings. So it wasn't like it was just arose out of nowhere. It was from years and years of the community saying really clearly they didn't want this industry imposed on them. But still the government was pushing ahead, still the company was planning to drill, and so it was the community saying, well, this is the line in the sand. We're not going to let this happen. If it means we have to stand in front of those gates and stop the machinery coming in, this is what we'll do.
Let's walk gently. Let's walk gently. On the hallowed ground of Bentley. On the hallowed ground of Bentley. Let's stand arm in arm. Let's stand arm in arm. For our neighbour's farm. For our neighbour's farm.
CSG is potentially the biggest threat to our lives here, you know. I'm an environmentalist and I would be defending forests as well. I think this really, you know, this takes it a whole step further. This threatens the possibility of life. If we don't have clean water in the area, we don't have life. And so even though we've all been here for a long time and we're all tired, we are not going anywhere because it's just that important.
There are people that are willing to give a lot more than what the government is expecting. I myself, I've been here, this is my 15th day on site out of the last 25 days, I guess. So I am going home to the farm and doing a bit of work there occasionally. Need to be going home a little bit more often to do a bit more work, I would think. But look, the people that are here are very, very committed, are very, very passionate, and they're here for a long time yet.
The really big call was actually people being prepared to lock on, to be arrested, to actually be up there in all weather, day and night, in the elements, being prepared to put their bodies on the line is quite an amazing thing. And so many of them, that was their first time they'd been involved in something like this. So it was very much a new thing, and it was them actually realising they could be part of something powerful and make a contribution to actually something that they cared about, which was protecting their local environment, protecting their local community.
Water is our most precious resource that we have, and gas is a 20-year industry, and they're saying we need it as a transitional fuel to get towards renewables, but already giant solar thermal plants are popping up around the world that can handle baseload power for tens, hundreds of thousands of houses. There's big ones in Nevada, Spain, and then China's building them too. And it's not necessary to have this industry forced upon communities that don't want it. You know? Communities that are willing to give up time at work. I'm giving up time at work to be here.
I think some of those big mornings when thousands of people came up, I for one sometimes would just be moved to tears to actually see the numbers of people that were now involved. I mean, I've been working on this campaign for the last several years now, and when we first started we could never have believed that you would actually get several thousand people turn up at dawn at a blockade 10 k's out of Lismore. It was inconceivable.
Let's stand arm in arm. Let's stand arm in arm. For our neighbour's farm. For our neighbour's farm.
We're here because we feel what's happening is wrong. We've been campaigning against any kind of unconventional gas for the last 4 years. Kerry, Glenugie, Doubtful Creek, and now the Battle of Bentley. And you can see the response from the local people, like this is going to be the be-all, end-all.
Advance Australia fair. Advance Australia fair. The land of water and air. The land of water and air. For
They try to characterise the opposition in this issue as some kind of ferals or radicals or extremists, but the reality is that they're not. It's the whole community.
I'm a mum of 4. I was a library technician for 28 years. We're here as parents, mums and dads, who have brought kids into the world, who are trying to protect the future of this land, because what's happening is just criminal.
What the government wants to support here is the ability of these companies to make profit at the expense of not just the lives of the people that live in this area, but the life of the whole environment, of everything. You know, everything needs water. Water is life.
My name's Mickey, and I'm here to save our rivers and like our land and our future
From?
like the bad chemicals and like the industrializing like politicians that want to wreck it all, and they don't live here, we do. Yeah.
It's so good.
Police from other parts of the state didn't want to come and break that blockade because that's their neighbours. They can't just think of those people as ferals or radicals or whatever, because they're actually not, and the police know that.
What's happening here is we're creating an incredibly strong movement of community and people coming together and saying, no, we're not going to let this happen. This is our home. And hopefully we'll see that happen more all over the world, because this earth is our home, and government and corporations seem hell-bent on destroying it.
It's just blatant corruption across the board, from this local council here, Richmond Valley Council, to the state governments, the Queensland government. It's just subsidies for the big miners, destroy the barrier reef, chop down the old growth forests. It's just insane.
We're continuing to say to government, the suspension is not enough. What we actually need to see is the licences in the Northern Rivers cancelled, so that this industry cannot go ahead in our region.
We want to have not just survive. We want to, have healthy, thriving environments for all of life and for future generations. And we're powerful. We're a force to be reckoned with. Watch out, Megasco.